I'm ready. Okay, shall we? Time. Hi everyone. Today we are here to witness alchemy, which is the transforming ordinary elements into something beautiful and worth experiencing. In order to do that, we have to ask ourselves some questions. And I'm sure that as coffee people, we've all asked these questions to ourselves at some point. These questions are what, how, and why. The first question is what, which is our object of transformation. Today, I'm transforming a naturally processed anaerobic geisha from Colombia. It was produced by Sebastian Gomez and his family in La Divisa farm in Quindío region. This coffee, cultivated in 1,700 meters above sea level, was first exposed to a dry aerobic fermentation for 24 hours. After this, the cherries are placed inside grain pro bags for 50 hours below 22 degrees Celsius. And finally, the cherries are dried under the sun until they reach 11% of humidity rate. So this created an amazing, unique, and elegant cup. Just like our first stop at What Question, our producer Sebastian actually transformed a very efficient volcanic soil into something beautiful. And at the end, we will witness something just as amazing. So, our next stop is how? Our instruments. In order to bring out the best in this coffee, I'll be using the 2-cup dripper from Etkin Design. This is a flat bottom dripper with double ceramic walls. The flat bottom will give me an even surface, thus an even extraction for my brew, and the double ceramic walls will give me the right amount of heat preservation, again needed for my coffee. This dripper made in Turkey, combined with my recipe, will bring out the amazing floral notes and complex structure and harmony and so much more of a geisha cup. Also, the ridges in between, in the bottom, will keep the filter elevated, and the smooth side walls will discourage bypass. So, and next step is of course the recipe. I'll go through my recipe for you, and let's transform into this beautiful flower into something much more amazing. So first of all, I'll be using 15 grams of coffee, which I grinded using Easy Presso K Pro on 5.5. I hand ground my coffee because the low RPM will help me achieve aromatic volatile compounds. For 15 grams, I'll be using 240 grams of water, which is 1:16 ratio. I chose this ratio because at the end it will highlight creamy mouthfeel. So my water here is at 92 degrees and I have 2 kettles. And I'll be switching them between my pours in order to achieve ultimate temperature consistency. So, let's get to the first pour, I'm sorry. First, I'm going to pour 60 grams of water for balance, and I'll wait for 45 seconds. My water here is at also 80 ppm and heavy in magnesium to highlight sweetness. My second pour will be 100 grams at a much faster pace for agitation. And now let's talk about roasting, which is the most important transformation process throughout coffee industry. Since this is a naturally processed coffee, it doesn't have a really low or high end temperature. It's around 204 degrees and it has a 1 minute of development time. And we roasted this coffee exactly 20 days ago. The ever-changing nature of this coffee will surprise you at every step. And now, my third pour will be 80 grams, also for balance. Now, judges, the important question, why? Why do we transform something so humble and simple into something beautiful? The answer is within the tasting notes, and you may now start to take your notes. For aroma, it's going to be honeysuckle, strawberries, and white peach. For flavors, when it's hot, again, it's going to be strawberries, apricots, and ripe peach. In the warm temperature, it's going to be maraschino cherries. Finally, when it's cold, the flavor is going to be bergamot with a subtle zing of lime. Aftertaste is going to be long-lasting, and it will remind you of maraschino cherries on your palate. The acidity, it's going to be medium, and it will increase and get sparkly phosphoric acid on your palate. Sweetness, it's going to be medium throughout all temperature phases, and it will remind you of flower honey. Now, finally, the mouthfeel. It's going to be creamy when it's hot. And in the warm and cold temperatures, it's going to be juicy. Now, before you evaluate the aroma, I'd like you to swirl the server 3 times and take a deep inhale. Here you go. Enjoy. Here you go. Enjoy. Here you go. Enjoy. And now, as you do your evaluation, I'd like to talk about my vessels. I chose this cup because of its wide bottom and narrow mouth. I believe that it will overall enhance your sensory journey here, and it will overall give you a better understanding about the nuances of my coffee. And now, we witnessed what, how, and why. But I believe I have one more question to answer, which is who? Who is doing all of this? Who is actually hidden in every step of this journey? Who can be our producer, Sebastian, transforming a very efficient soil into something beautiful? Who can be my roaster, Sefer, turning this coffee into something amazing? And it could be me brewing this coffee for you. And of course, this is you reaching the final result. Here you go, enjoy. Here you go, enjoy. May I? Thank you. Yeah. Here you go, enjoy. And now, as we like to say in my town, Ankara, that's my favorite catchphrase, by the way. From Ankara with love, I am Nida, and as always, time.